In one of the previous parts we integrated a fuel sender here with this nice flange on this Quicksilver tank. This video is a part of series of integration fuel sensors for these removable Quicksilver tanks. And I promised to convince you in the next part not to do this on your Quicksilver tanks. And as you can see, I haven't done it on these tanks. Video will begin from experiments that I was doing in this board. Then I will come to this bench to tell you something, to show some experiments. And then we will get back to here again. I don't have any script, so I was doing this, trying to figure out if this solution will work, and I will show you everything step by step how it was. Wima empty tank. Of course, we compare in exactly the same conditions. So the tank is here, flat surface board, and the garage on the flat surface. So I will need to put gasoline a lot of times and run a lot of times from here to the street. So I really hope you will appreciate these efforts and will do your comments, subscription and like. I really hope. Wima 1 liter, Wima 2 liters, Wima 3 liters, Wima 4 liters, Wima 5 liters. So this is the bottom point, empty tank for Kus, so the same as for Wima. I will start to show you Kus sensor only when we see first movement of the needle. It doesn't make sense to show it for 1, 2 liters because no magic will happen. No gasoline, no rise for the sensor. So, but I will show you now that the bottom point needle is the same as for Wima sensor, so that we compare same things. I hope you got the point. If not, tell me in comments. We have 200 millimeters sender there. That is 2 centimeters from the bottom, if you watched the previous video where we installed this. So I don't expect any difference in the needle between empty tank and maybe 1 to 3 liters. Probably after 3 we will see some movements, I'm not sure. And that is the most important data to know. And I will do another experiment now. I will show you with this Kus standard sensor. Yeah, I cannot do the same with Wima high precision sensor because it's already installed there. Unfortunately, I should have been done this experiment more precisely. Actually, in the very first video I explained you what means high precision and how it will work on the indicator. Yeah, so there was the theory and a little bit experiment, but not that good as I will show you now. I will hold this Kus here. I don't have 3 hands, so I will be raising this element slowly by my finger. But you will be looking at the needle. Then, when you see a huge jump, I will show you where we are here. So, guys, what you just have seen. Yeah? So, I was moving this element here. I am looking now on the needle bumps, and it jumped on the half of 1 segment that you have seen on the video. Yeah, so then I slowly put it down. Well, wait, I show you here and I watch the needle. and at this moment it jumped to 0. Yeah, it means that here we already see 0. Here we see 0, and 2 centimeters more we see 0. As I told you, unfortunately, I didn't do the same good experiment with a high precision 200 millimeter sensor. But I will now do this with 150 millimeters high precision sensor. It's not honest to compare them. I will just do and see what will happen. So what you have seen just now, similar, but you can see that the needle is not on the half of the segment. Yeah, in our case, 25 liters, one segment about 6 liters. So on the 200 standard sensor, 200 millimeters, we had half segment immediately, like 3 liters, but actually it might be like 10 liters there. We will soon figure out. But here we see just a small movement that correspond to the precise high precision sensor, yeah, but still where this element it is here, but this is for small one, for the small tank, and yeah, so guys, I think you can make your own conclusion in this moment. So, and the needle goes to 0 somewhere here. Well, because I do this experiment here, let me do for you the next things. I will rise this slowly and show you the indicator, and you will see how it goes, and then repeat the same with that sensor. If I understood correctly, we have 10 elements there, 10 steps we got on the indicator. Yeah, is it correct? Let me know in comments. Well, guys, really tired, especially smelling gasoline, but I hope you appreciate this. Do your comments, like, and subscription. So let's test 200 standard course. Guys, if I got it right, only 10, or only 8, not even 10, 8 steps. Yeah, could it be the true? Yeah. Well, we definitely need to wait for WIMA precise sensor and compare. Well, I got the high precision sender, and actually I recorded a video where I compare high precision standard one and also variable resistor behavior on the indicator, on the gauge. And I also got this information from the manufacturer where the switches are installed in these senders. And guys, actually the first triggering point is 48 millimeters from the bottom in any sender. Doesn't matter high precision or the standard one. 48, I didn't get the point where this 48, it looks like not, because here we have 22, something like that. It looks like 48 till the top of the float. I also didn't get the point yet about 2 times 107, something related to the float dimensions. But so guys, I don't want to show all details how it works, because I will have already have the video about it. But you should understand that about 2 and 2 centimeters of fuel you will have regardless of high precision or standard one. Then it's quite important to have the high precision, because with the standard one you will have that first position of the needle, yeah, that you have seen. Yeah, watch once again, yeah. So, and with high precision, I think I already demonstrated you before. Guys, I will now include recorded material about what was next, and then I will start to convince you not to do this on your Quicksilver tank. But watch this video about how I compare these things. So I remind you, you probably forgot, we have 5 liters there with WIMA 200 millimeters high precision sensor, and no movements here, still on 0. And guys, I definitely don't want to compare this KUS standard with this WIMA standard. So we will continue just with WIMA, because it really doesn't make sense. 6 liters WIMA. And now, after experiments, we understand that we will just at some moment we'll see needle movement for about quarter of segment, I think. Yeah. So guys, 7 liters WIMA, 0. But look, I'm shaking the board. It was just no. Yeah, you have seen. Yeah. So it start jumping, yeah, to the end of the red area, and I think it corresponds to the first movement, first element. So I will put 1 liter more. I don't want to have deal with half liter. I already have headache because of this fuel, gasoline. So I will put 8. We will see. I think we will see first needle movement and then do some conclusions. Well, I didn't want to spoil the experiment, so I put half liter, 7.5 now. I can still hear fuel balancing there. I don't shake the board, but you can see about 7.5. We don't have stable first step, but almost. On the waves on the lake will be differently. So I will put another half liters to make it 8, and we'll see if it will become stable. Now it is. So guys, 8 liters, but when I shake the board, you have seen it sometimes moves, but more or less okay. But guys, 8 liters and the first movement. Guys, you have seen, yeah, movement. You still see this. So we are at 9 liters. 10 liters. Well, 11. And it wants to go to the next level, to the next segment, but still doesn't go. I add 1.5 liter. Do 12.5, half tank. I'm sure we will not see the half. I will show you my efforts here if you forgot or didn't notice. I will tell you in the description how much I increased the speed for this. 2 or 4 times, I don't know yet. We have half tank, we don't see half here. We see quarter, sometimes a little bit more. And guys, now, for example, you decided that you are not satisfied with what you have and you want to reject the idea to have fuel sender there, never have or temporary, and look what will happen if you disconnect it. You will have this full tank, and that's why follow my advice and have a separate switch, not just for lighting but for the sensor itself. Don't put this to ignition like you do in your car, maybe in your boat. Just make a separate switch. You will really appreciate my advice. At some point you will not like this, to see this all the time when you are boating, driving. So at some moment when it's disconnected here. So I hope you really appreciate this advice if you never thought about it, and do your comments and subscriptions to push this advice to other people in this commercial YouTube system that doesn't push how-to videos but prefer hee-hee-ha-ha entertainment videos instead. And guys, now I will start to convince you not to do this on your Quicksilver tank, and let me know in comments how strong was my argumentation. So look, regardless of high precision or standard one, you still have this first triggering point at about 2.5 centimeters, and you have also 2 centimeters from the bottom, so about 4 and 5 centimeters, and we see that it is about 8 liters. Well, roughly 1 centimeters per 2 liters. 8 liters in this tank, which is 25, it's a lot, and this is enough for a couple full days of slow trolling by 8 hours per day actually. Watching on the indicator with 8 liters, watching on the indicator with 0 here, 2 days, it even worse than not to have the system at all. Yeah, what is sense if you 2 days just observing 0 here and still be able 8 hours per day do trolling? Doesn't make any sense to me. Well, what if we take a bigger sender and try to raise it so that this part touches the bottom? Okay, so we aim for the beta 0 value, right? We still have that part, which is about, okay, 4 liters, 2.5 centimeters. Well, about 4 liters, 1 day of trolling, 1 day watching 0. Doesn't make sense to me again. Moreover, if you install the bigger one with some stand-off spacer, you will have full tank not on the full position of the needle, and the middle will not be the middle as well. So again, no solution. I have idea, and these ideas are quite difficult. They should come from manufacturer. I told them, well, I will try to show you my draft solution here that I engineered, but let it go to the next episode. I don't know if I will succeed. So the idea is that we need to have some pre-riser that will set the position of this when we have a little bit of fuel in our tank. Yeah, so but that's extremely difficult to make for several reasons. Guys, I think that's all what I wanted to show you. Did my argumentation succeeded? No. That English, I understand that my English bad. But guys, so if you want this content, let me know in comments. Otherwise, I will stop do this because I don't know who is interested in these things. And let me know how you wish to solve this problem, or maybe already resolved. Thank you, bye.